Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? Today we're going to be taking a look at completing the Generation 3 Pokedex. With no more national decks for this upcoming generation, this process may seem null. Eventually I think we'll be able to use all our Pokemon again in future games. If you're like me, you're going to continue playing on the 3DS, till the whole dex is ported over to the Switch. To get right into it, each generation has mythical Pokemon. We all know that. These Pokemon include Celebi, Mew, Jirachi, Deoxys, and other mythicals like that. These Pokemon are usually only available through real-life events. When trying to complete the decks in earlier generations at a later point, this can make the process incredibly difficult. Notice I said difficult and not impossible. With the help of people like Deoxys, that's Deoxys with a Z, who's a preservationist, we're still able to get access to older events, albeit through sometimes a mildly convoluted process. While I love Pokemon, I don't love the speed of the games on original consoles. I prefer using emulators. Some people look at Pokemon from emulators as non-legit. If you fall into that group, this video isn't for you. I feel like since the Pokemon are being created through actual in-game data, or by data that was once given out by its parent company, then my mons are just as legit as they'd be had I attended these events IRL. Since these events were small, not many people got to get to them, myself included. On official hardware, you need something like a flash card. For me, I'm using a combination of the MyBoy emulator for Android and Visual Boy Advance for PC to accomplish these feats. Today's specific video will be only using the MyBoy emulator. After hours of tinkering, I tried to make it work on VBA, but wasn't able to do so. My whole upcoming series is going to be about completing the decks in Gen 3, which in my opinion is probably the hardest generation to complete a living dex with. I want my living decks to be created with Pokemon from the actual games they first became available, so using current events like the Mew Pokeball don't interest me for this project. Since they rebooted the series in Gen 3, my catch-em-all will be including all 386 Pokemon available from Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire and Emerald, Colosseum, and Gale of Darkness. My only request right now is that you like, comment, and subscribe. I know it's annoying to be solicited like this, but this is my first video and I'd like to see this channel grow. Without further ado, this is how you obtain Mew in Generation 3. Okay, to start out, like I said, we're going to be using Android. We're going to open up the Play Store and we're going to search for the MyBoy emulator. MyBoy, in my opinion, is the best Game Boy emulator that's ever existed. If I could use it on Windows, I would. We're going to click install and wait for that to install. It's a really quick process. We're going to click open. And we're going to have to click OK. We have to click allow, just give you access to your files. What we need to do first is we need to download the BIOS file. This site is called Emu Paradise. It used to be where we used to get ROMs. I could say that now because we don't get ROMs from there anymore. This site still does host BIOS files, so we're going to come here and we're going to download the file. To be honest, I'm not completely 100% sure what a BIOS does. All I know is that we need it for this process and it shows the actual boot logo. After that's done, we're going to switch back to the MyBoy emulator. We're going to go to Settings. We're going to go to Advanced. We're going to click Use BIOS, Boot BIOS, and we're going to use the BIOS file. I've already downloaded it, so for me I have it put in a different spot. For you it'll just be at the root part of the download folder. We're going to find it, we're going to click it, and then we're going to go back. Actually, at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to download the AURA MEW distribution. Like I mentioned, there's a man named Deoxys, I believe he's a man, who is a Pokemon preservationist. So he went and he actually spent a lot of his money to back up these ROM files for us. If you want to shoot him an email, go ahead. He actually does respond. I did send him one thanking him, and he did respond probably about the next morning. So after we download that, we're going to come back to the MyBoy emulator. We're going to navigate till we find the file that we just downloaded. Okay, so we're going to start. What the BIOS files does is allow that Game Boy menu or the Game Boy logo to start at the beginning. So we start the ROM, we go to link local, we go to load game, and now we need to load the actual game file that we're going to be using, that we're going to be putting the Mew on. For me, I'm using Fire Red version. I believe you could use Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. When we open it, we're going to want to hold down Start and Select. You'll notice at the bottom, Nintendo logo disappears and then reappears. You stay here, you're going to see that says you are receiving the new Pokemon, and the Pokemon has arrived. So we're going to click menu, we're going to hit close all, and close all again. Now we can navigate to our actual game file that we're going to be using. For me, like I said, that's Fire Red. It's going to bring it up again. If we go ahead and press start and continue the game, let's skip through this little shortcut, or skip through this little recap. We're going to go to our Pokemon. As you can see, I have a couple of Mew here. Those Mew were just from different attempts to record this video. You can see that there are different natures for each of these Mew, so I believe you could actually shiny hunt for this if you really wanted to, though I think that might take a long amount of time. So there you go, there you have it. Really quick and really simple process. Like I said, I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you get something that you need out of this channel. The next video we're going to be doing is how to get the Aura ticket or Aurora ticket in order to get Deoxys. And that one we're going to be having to use the actual PC version of the Game Boy emulator. So we'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for watching this. Have a great day.